Good morning. Wake up. Welcome to Wake Up with the Early Nerd Live. I am your host, Steve, the Early Nerd. And as always, I'm talking quietly because if we wake up Mrs. Early Nerd, we're all in trouble. Today's show is on a sad note, unfortunately. Um, Barry Humphries passed away yesterday. Barry Humphries was an Australian comedian, actor. He created the character of Dame Edna. If For those of you out there who know who that character was, um, she appeared on many talk shows, did satirical commentary, things like that. Barry would dress up in drag, for lack of a better way to put it, do makeup, wear extravagant clothes and glasses and wigs, and um, he would do a persona. Uh, for those of you who don't know who he was, I suggest you look him up. He was hilarious. Dame Edna was a great character. He really was. Now I'm going to read this article from Entertainment Weekly about him. Barry Humphries, the actor and creator of Dame Edna Everage, has died at the age of 89 in Sydney. The Tony winning Australian comedian was readmitted to the hospital on Wednesday due to complications following hip surgery last month. Humphries had been receiving treatment after a fall in February, reports the Sydney Morning Herald. The performer, who was born in Melbourne in 1934, rose to fame in the 1950s after originating the drag character housewife Edna Everage. Sporting lilac hair and funky glasses. The act served as a form of social satire. The creation hit the London stage in the 1970s and gained a fan base that landed Humphries' appearances in the worlds of theater, film, and TV for the next few decades. Before becoming a notable personality, Humphries was a fixture on the West End stage, appearing in shows such as Oliver. The star expanded his act to the U.S. in 2000 with the Broadway production Dame Edna: The Royal Tour, for which he was presented with a special Tony Award. His other honors included being made Officer of the Order of Australia in 1982, a Commander of the Order of the British Empire, which Queen Elizabeth presented to him for his contribution to the arts in 2007. Humphries also appeared in a number of films, including Bedazzled, Spice World, The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, and Finding Nemo. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese was one of the many public figures to pay tribute to the star. For 89 years, Barry Humphrey has entertained us through a galaxy of personas from Dame Edna to Sandy Stone, Albanese tweeted, referring to the most referring to the melancholic and rambling latter character, another of Humphrey's most enduring. But the brightest star in the galaxy was always Barry, a great wit, satirist, writer, and absolute one of a kind. He was both gifted and a gift. Comedian Ricky Gervais also posted a dedication tweeting, "Farewell, Barry Humphries, you comedy genius." News personality Piers Morgan wrote, "One of the funniest people I have ever met," adding, "a wondrously intelligent, entertaining, daring, provocative, and mischievous comedy genius." Humphries appeared as his beloved character alongside Morgan during segments on CNN, offering commentary on the royal family in 2011. Former Prime Minister Boris Johnson also posted a tribute, saying Humphries was one of the greatest ever Australians and a comic genius. The icon's family released a statement celebrating his life and the many he inspired with his work. With over 70 years on the stage, he was an entertainer to his core, touring up until the last year of his life and planning more shows that will sadly never be, the statement read. He was also a loving and devoted husband, father, and grandfather, and a friend and confidant to many. His passing leaves a void in so many lives. The characters he created, which brought laughter to millions, will live on. Humphreys is survived by his wife, Elizabeth, and four children. Now, the first time I saw Dame Edna was on some British show, and I thought I was like, "Oh, this guy is hilarious. I love this guy." He's been on the show. He's been on oh, what was her name? Oh, Sharon Osbourne. He was on Sharon Osbourne's show a few times. Um, he had his own talk show for a little while. I remember seeing a few episodes of it. Ooh, excuse me. That went down the wrong pipe. Um, but he was a great comedian, a great satirist, and we here at the Early Nerd will miss him dearly. Um, oh, hey, Hybrid, are you on? Nice to see you, man. How you doing? Uh, my first live comment, y'all. Hey, right on. Uh, but like I was saying, a great comedian, great comedian. Uh, he, I think he was at the Queen tribute. Um, I'm not sure, but I think he was, and I think he came out on stage as Dame Edna. Uh, so if you're into Queen, maybe go back and watch that, and you'll see him. Um, I but I think that's going to be it for today. Rest in peace, Barry Humphries. Uh, he was a great man, a great comedian, great entertainer, and you will be missed greatly here. But remember, everyone, whether you're going to work, going to school on this Monday morning, be safe, be careful out there, and I love you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.